Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing an updated office tour. I haven't done one of these in a little while. I did do a kind of office tour slash tidy with me back in August 2020, and I also did a desk tour video in April 2020, so you have seen my creative space in the recent times, but not since I've changed it all around. I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about this because I feel like it's not uncommon for people to do. Like, I'm not the only one who needs change in their surroundings to feel that like motivation. Before I go into the actual tour, I wanted to briefly go over my sort of impulsive Sunday brain. I feel like where I'm at in my life at the moment, I have changed a lot of things with work. My direction with things has changed quite a bit as well, and it just kind of felt like my creative space had got a bit stagnant, I suppose, maybe the best word, I don't know. I would go and sit at my desk every morning and be like, okay, same thing again, let's try and do this. And I have been struggling mentally with finding motivation to do anything. At the weekend I had a bit of a moment. I decided to draw out a floor plan, measure the walls of my office, measure all of my furniture that was in here. This was just on like, I don't know, I think it was like Friday evening or something. I was just like, do you know what? Instead of relaxing, I'm gonna try and turn my office upside down. I stole some graph paper from my mother. She had like really big sheets, which is what I needed because I was taking centimetres and shrinking them down to millimetres. Which, if you're ever changing a room round, that's probably one of the best ways to do it. So you get everything in proportion to one another. So then I made these little things. I did record the process of this little brain wave, if you can call it that. So I will insert some clips of me making an absolute mess and pulling a few muscles because I did not stretch before doing this, and now it feels like my arms and legs have been detached and put back in. So still struggling with that, but it's fine because I did it eventually anyway. But yeah, so I sat down on Friday evening, drew out a little floor plan of my office and cut out all of the furniture pieces, and then just kind of tried to Tetris them all into place. I have realised with my workspace I need to be working in a space that has the ability to do this. I just don't think I'd be able to do well working in like an office space that just stays the same constantly. I just feel really motivated after I've done it. I just feel like changing my surroundings makes such a difference. There was a moment after I'd moved the sofa where I was like, this isn't gonna work. This just is not gonna work. And I was very close to having a little breakdown because by that point I was like, it's Sunday, I need to do work tomorrow. My office is a tip. I don't know where anything is. And I was just exhausted. So yeah, but I then sat down with my little map thing, my little floor plan, had a little rearrange, debated moving even more furniture because, as you'll see in a minute, there are a few things that I haven't changed, they've stayed put. But yeah, I persevered and eventually I have a new office set up. So after a lot of sweating and pulling muscles, I did it. I felt very accomplished once I'd done it. I don't know why, I think it helps that obviously it's all clean and tidy as well once I'm done, because I'm not the type of person who can move things around and just leave everything messy. I will finish the job even if I'm exhausted. I have a little filming corner in my room now, so there is no longer my big desk here. I will show you what's here in a minute. But yeah, I thought I'd give a little intro to this video just to give a bit of an insight. This wasn't a planned thing. I wasn't planning to record this video. I did want to do an updated office tour at some point, but not much had really changed, which I think is why I kept putting it off. But now a lot has changed, so yeah, I think it's about time I give you an updated office tour. If you stumbled across this video and you're new here, I'm Daisy, hi. I'm a bit obsessed with washi tape, as you can see. But I run an online shop and I also create content, like crafty content. So it's a mixture of like a office shop setup and a creative space for doing crafts setup. I'm also living with my parents again, so there is a random sofa in my office too. That's what I'm working with. But yeah, either way, I hope you enjoy this video and seeing my new office setup. I'm very happy with it. Maybe it will give you some ideas on how to organise some of your craft stuff. I'm a bit of an organisation freak. I really enjoy finding like organisation things that work for me. So yeah, I've got lots of shelves, lots of boxes, but I do also have piles of stuff which I don't know where to put, so you know, keeping it balanced. I'm going to stop talking now and get on with it. So this is my new office setup. I am very happy with it. I am definitely preferring it at the moment. It has only been a few days, but it's given me a bit of, I don't know, a bit of a push. Bit of a push to do more things and feel a bit more motivated about stuff. I'm going to start off by showing you these things that haven't changed. So these two bookshelves in the alcoves, they've not moved, they've stayed there. I did debate moving this one. Glad I didn't now, because that would have been extra stress. I can't really get to these shelves down here, but beforehand my desk was like butted up to it, so I couldn't really get to them properly anyway. I'd have to like crawl under my desk. And I made sure that when I stacked these shelves that the things that I don't need as much live down there. A very quick overview of what's on these shelves. So at the top I have a load of files. I've got 2 ammo cans that I wanted to turn into time capsules and haven't. The top shelf is a load of used journals and planners. I've got all of my inks and stamps. I have some miscellaneous things. Down here I have some tapes and some little tiny 10cm by 10cm paper pads behind that. I've got liquid enamel and some other things which didn't really have a home. I have, oh, we're making a mess. It's okay, that can stay down there, I don't need it. This one says glitter, but it's not glitter. It's got all of my like roller stamps in. I then have next to that my little twine box, which I need to go through and sort through again because it's a bit messy. I have a box of sticker books, which again I need to sort through that. I'm basically showing you my office pre like deep tidy. Usually I proper tidy it before I show, just because it's easier to explain. But I haven't this time, so it's going to be a bit rambly. In here I've got like my little tiny TN and all of my tiny journaling supplies and stuff. They all live in there. Next to that I have a box of big sticker sheets, just stickers that don't really fit in my little rainbow drawers. The next shelf down I have my little overflow of washi tape. I've got my scrap paper box and my ephemera box, and then a load of coloured card. Below that I have die cuts and random desk things. So this was the shelf that was level with my desk. These are the things I wanted to have to hand, so I've got like my vlog camera, my glasses in there. Oh, that's another thing which can now live down there. I have a little box of washi tapes that were for when I was doing my Happy Mail for Patreon. I've got a box of sticky notes, and then in this box back here I have like my headphones, my corner cutter, just kind of things that I needed but didn't need to be out. Down here is like Christmas stuff. I've got a box of TN inserts that I don't need out, and at the bottom, other than a load of random stuff that's fallen down there, there's also like big A4 notebooks and stuff that haven't been used yet, and I probably don't need to use just yet. Down there I have, well, that's a camera case. I've got my like rolls of wrapping paper and gift wrap. I have my Cricut mats hung on the wall there. There's a phone tripod, my heat gun. Yeah, not convenient, but I know where they are, and that's all that needs to be happening right now. This shelf over here, can't wait to have a space for like lights to not be in the way. These two shelves haven't changed, so this one is the exact same shelf as the other one. They're both Billy bookshelves from IKEA, and this just has stuff I need to sort, spare boxes for packaging, and then a load of my art supplies which I do use quite often. I've got all of my pens, like art pens and stuff on here. I've got my watercolours there, there's also watercolours in there, my pencils, like colouring pencils, acrylic paint, papers, notepads, sketchbooks, paintbrushes. That's a box of notepads. That's my pen overflow. That is stuff which I really need to sort through. And then below that there's a shelf of notebooks which haven't been used yet, and a load of miscellaneous stuff which I don't really know where else to put. So they all live here looking somewhat messy slash pretty. The boxes below that as well are like storage stuff. So I've got like my adhesives, I've got a box of photos. I don't even know what's around the corner, I can't remember. But clearly it's not important enough to be accessible, so There we go. This little shelf, this little unit is a Stuva unit from IKEA. It has my Canon Pixma printer. It's suddenly got really dark. And in here I basically store everything printery, so I've got different types of paper and card. I do have some boxes for the shop stored in there, and there's some cello bags, there's boxes of things, just, it's a bit of a mess, but I know where everything is. And also clothes horses, because I don't have anywhere else to put my clothes horses in my bedroom, so they live in here. So in front of that I now also put my studio lights, because they're really big and annoying and in the way, and I don't have anywhere else to put them. And also my tripod. Tripod lives there too. So yeah, not ideal, but I'm not going to be putting them up and down and like putting them away somewhere, because I use them all the time, so it would be silly to just be putting them up and down. So I leave them stood up and just move them around my office when I need them. But the difference now is I don't have to look at them, because my desk is over here, so I'm looking at this view and the window, which is kind of nice, although the view out there is just a roof from this angle. It's a bit nicer from like here, but like, yeah, I don't know. I've got a roof. Over this side now, when you come in from the door, I now have my main desk. The desk is actually a dining table from IKEA. It is the, oh my god, what is it? I can't remember which one it is, but I know it's not available anymore because I tried looking it up just in case I needed another one when I eventually moved, because I wanted the same one and I don't think they do it. So that's great. But it's a dining table and it has 2 leaves, so this isn't the biggest it can go. It can actually go another one of these in here, so it can come out even further. But I don't need it that big in here, so this is how big I have it. I'm gonna go below first because that's like boring, messy stuff. Basically, oh my god, this is quite bad actually, now I look at it like this. Basically down here is stuff. This is my stuff. I don't have anywhere else to put it. I've got a Cricut machine that I was sent as payment for some work. It's the yellow one, which I love. It's a beautiful colour. But I don't have anywhere to put it right now, so it just lives here in its box. I have some Smash books that I need to store away and haven't been able to buy a box for yet to put in the loft. Then I have piles of stuff, which I know what's in the piles, I just don't have a place for them. So this is where they live. Below that I've got all of my like 12 by 12 paper pads, A4 paper pads, paper. I do have a paper organiser there for 12 by 12s, but obviously I have more than there is space in that thing. And then over this side I have kind of like shop box storage, so I've got like my bag of shredded paper. I have a load of boxes, a roll of like wrapping paper, brown paper, whatchamacallit. I have my guillotine, which again, don't really have space for it, so it's living there. And this box is my gift box, so it's like stuff I want to give away, if I want to gift for someone. I don't know, things to send pen pals, just stuff that I've bought in the sales over the years, and that is where I store them. I've also got my bin here as well, and then I've got another little storage system there which I'll show you in a minute. So yeah, that's my stuff. It's a mess, but it's fine because it's underneath my desk and you can't see it. This is my main desk space. It doesn't look quite as nice as the last desk setup, but practicality wise it's actually quite handy having it here. So this shelf is from someone up in the village. They were getting rid of the shelf for free, so we nabbed it. And it's got all of my shop stock on. So I've got art prints, I've got postcard packs, I've got spare postcards, more postcards, more postcards. Can you tell I sell postcards? Then I've got ephemera packs up in here, I've got spare art prints up there, I've got the paper packs, I've got the Lucky Dip packs. Then I have these which have like spare stock in, got a pile of seconds. Eventually I'll get around to sorting a second sale out, but for now that's where they live. I need to get a box for them really. As you can tell, I'm kind of running out of space on here for stuff, especially with the ideas I have going on in my head. I moved one of my cork boards over here. I still have one behind me, which I'll show you in a minute, but I figured it kind of filled a gap in the wall over there for now. It's got really dark. The sun has disappeared. Does that help? Not really. I know I've got my studio lights, but I don't really want to set them up. That'll do. You can see what's on my desk, it's fine. Over here I've got my little toolkit, which I did do a video on recently if you missed that. I went through like my go-tos, my things that I use all the time for journaling. I'll leave it in a little card, so if you want to watch that then you can do. Behind that I have some dog treats because I have a dog and it's handy to have treats to hand. I've got all of my journals and planners and stuff, my little accounts book. Back here I have my shop business cards and little thank you letters and the little freebies I add in there. And in the crate below that I have like packs that are sealed of my business cards and stuff. So yeah, it's just like shop stuff in there. And then I've got my tapes and my stapler. I've got my little weighing scales and some stuff I want to send to a friend. I've got a project that I'm doing, another project that I'm doing. I've got a pen pot, I've got my drink, I've got some flowers which are fake. Then I've got my little speaker and this tin which I don't know what to do with. I've had it for ages. It's from Flying Tiger. It's just a tin, but it looks like a mailbox and it's cute, so I got it. And all of those things I got sat on my desk lifter, raiser. What do they call them things? But this is also from IKEA. It's from the Alex collection that they do. It just has two little drawers and then a space under there that I can shove my laptop if I need to. At the moment though, I've shoved other stuff under there. But yeah, it's really handy just having that extra little space and like storage on the desk. Down at the end here, I have another little Stuva shelf. On here, I've got my label printer. I've got cello bags. This is again all kind of shop stuff. I've got paper bags, I've got tags in here, and then below that I've got a load of stuff which is kind of left over from my Patreon boxes when I did the Happy Mail tiers. So I've got like loads of ribbon, I've got loads of washi tapes, there's a load of doilies. At some point I want to try and put these into like little ephemera mix bag things, but yeah, I've just not had the time. Eventually I'll do something with them and probably make this a bit more organised. So that's kind of one end of the room, and then this is the other end of the room. Again, just like these shelves, these ones have stayed here, I've not moved them. I did debate moving, like swapping this one with this one, but it would have brought the desk right up to the door and I didn't really fancy that. These still keep a hold of my planners, so I've got my A5 planners, I've got some smash books, I've got my journals, I've got my personal size ring planners, still got a load of fake flowers up there, still got a load of pencils up there. These have just got spare like jiffy bags and packaging and stuff in them. And I've also got some little canvases which again I was going to do something with and bought them and then just didn't do anything with them. But they're there for when I want them. I've then got a load of Cricut stuff. So this has Cricut stuff, this is Cricut stuff, this is Cricut stuff, and I think this one, yeah, that's Cricut stuff as well. That's my Smashbook box with all the stuff I want to put in my Smashbooks. That has a load of bags in them for when I go to the shops. And then down there, again, stuff which is kind of blocked off by the desk, but I don't tend to use those too much. They're just storing things. I've got like knitting stuff in one of them. I've got clay making stuff in one of them. Photography stuff in one of them. It's just like various hobbies that at some point I want to circle back to, but for now, they're living in there. Over here I've got my cards. These are like birthday cards. If I need a birthday card for someone, that's where they live. I've got journaling cards, which I really haven't used all that much. That almost fell on the floor. That was so close. Did you see? Did you see it go? I did have a massive de-stash of those and I got it down to just one box because I did have 2 boxes of those. And then here is all my postcards, which has got a bit full. At some point I am going to get around to doing travelling mail again, so I'll be able to send some of these out on their journeys. Same with the little notebooks that I've got in here too. But for now, they're kind of almost fitting in there, kind of. A lot of these postcards are mine, like ones that I've designed, but they're seconds, so I keep them for myself rather than put them in the shop. So whenever I get a second, I just shove them in here and haven't been doing very well with the shoving. Above that I have my dies storage, so this is like, oh my goodness, it's so dusty. I don't really use my dies all that much. These things, like this is the die cutting machine. Now I have my Cricut, I just don't really use them, but they're there if I need them. Next to that I've also got my little Rascal trolley, so this has envelopes and papers in the bottom. I've got more papers, more envelopes in that one, and at the top I have stuff that needs to be sorted. These very recently fell off my shelf, so I had these all hung up here and the command hook dried up and fell off, so all of my little event passes and things that we've been to. Oh, I miss events so much. Yeah, I need to find another command hook, but haven't had the money to buy a hook, so they're living there for now. Over here we have my pride and joy. This is my washi shelf. This obviously hasn't changed. This won't change. This is something I've had to work around when I was changing things up. I couldn't have things that went in front of this. I couldn't have things that were taller than this. But yeah, this is my washi shelf. Nothing has changed with it. It's still there. It's still rainbow and beautiful, so that's where it'll stay. But below that, I now have this desk. So this is my Flexispot desk. This was gifted to me. Same with the Cricut machine, that was also gifted. This is a standing desk, so it can move up and down. I have set it so it doesn't go any higher than here, so I don't squish it under my shelf or break something. But yeah, this is now my little filming area, slash photo taking area. The little stool underneath, which is actually my recycling bin at the same time. I'm pretty sure it's from Denelm, but you can get them from anywhere. I've seen them in Wilko's and stuff as well, but it's just a box, which is also a seat. And then next to that I have my filing cabinet, which is boring accounts, but I've made it orange so it makes it fun, right? That's how that works, I don't know. And again, I've made the setting of the desk so it doesn't go any shorter than this, so I can't accidentally break something. So on this desk I have my Cricut maker, and I've got some pens and pencils, and a giant glue stick, and also a giant tin that's shaped like a jammy dodger, which doesn't have anything, same to you, doesn't have anything in it, but I just can't bear to get rid of it because it's just a giant jammy dodger. And I've also got my tiny guillotine for journaling. Next to that I have the sofa, which is just kind of a bit awkward. It's not my sofa. When I moved back here it was a bit spontaneous, so we had to just find space for my stuff, and my parents had a sofa bed, so it lives in my office because there is nowhere else for it to go. It's not the worst thing to have in here, I just kind of wish it was smaller. But this is now basically Bonnie's sofa. She tends to sit up here. That's where she sat when it was by the window. She's not impressed that I've moved it away from the window. She's very unimpressed actually. But she'll get used to it, she'll have to. But that is why it's got her blanket and toy and stuff on it, because it's her spot. But it is kind of nice to have somewhere soft to sit if I just want to do some like social media things. I can kind of chill out and do that there rather than sit at my desk. And then over here, this is where my other corkboard is, and also some other things that I stuck on the wall, which are kind of like this because I obviously had my rainbow drawers going like this on my desk, so they took up those spaces, and now it just kind of looks a bit awkward. But it's not going to take me long to fill stuff on the wall there. I don't know what I'm going to put up there, but I'll find something. And then over here I have this chest of drawers, which was actually under my desk before. It was under this desk, which was over there. This printer was the one that lived on my filing cabinet, and now it lives here. I only use this for scanning because the Pixma doesn't have a scanner on it. I don't use it for actual printing. I actually use my parents' printer downstairs because it's just cheaper to run one printer rather than two. But when I move out, this will be my main printer for like printing accounts things or just like random stuff. This printer is what I use for printing like products and good quality stuff. On top of that I have a load of artwork. Oh, and my happy newspaper. But I've got a load of artwork that my auntie gave me, and she got it in like an auction thing. I think there's dates on it somewhere. Yeah, so this one's dated the 22nd of the 4th, I think, 93. So these were done before I was even born. She didn't want to bin them, and she was like, maybe you can find something to do with them. And of course I said yes to that because I don't want to see them go in the bin. There is like names signed on some of them. I don't know if it's all one person, I don't know if it's coursework, I don't know if it's like a teacher that's done them, I don't know. But either way, I'm gonna, like, look at that, that's so cool. I'm gonna find a way to repurpose them. Some of the ones like this, which are like a full piece of art, I kind of want to keep, and I do want to try and look into this person, whoever they are. But things like this, I thought would make quite fun like collage things, so I could collage them into my own art. I could add things on top of them. But yeah, I just need to find something to do with them basically. I also have some cleaning spray because paint, so I always have some sort of spray in my room to clean my desk down after I've done watercolouring. This box I need to find a home for. It's another started hobby thing that I wanted to try out and then stopped. I got some of these little things to do some mini cross stitch, and I started doing a Pikachu. Then I realised I'd done the thread too thick and was going to do it thinner, and then just never did it again. But it's there for when I want to do it again with all my thread. I think I need to find a way to put it in one of these, but I just... So it lives there now. Just for now though, that is temporary. In these drawers I've got like my laminator, I've got a load of charging things, I've got my little Canon selfie printer in there, and I've got a load of photo props like mugs and bowls and a rose gold skull because Everyone needs one of them, clearly. And then down here I've got my leftover pom-pom garlands from when I did that for the shop, and also some magazines which I want to cut up at some point but haven't. So above my fireplace on the little mantelpiece I have fit these 4 rainbow drawers, and when I tell you they fit perfectly, I mean no give. Like, there is no room for anything else. That one is right up to the edge, and so is this one. So yeah, it was just like they were made to be. That is their new home and they are very happy there, clearly. It does hide like the tiniest amount of my whiteboard, but not enough for me to be annoyed about it. But yeah, I haven't changed what's in any of these. I still have all my stickers in one, I've got all of my pens in the other, and I've got like random things in this one and also random things in this one. But this is more like shop stuff. I've got my shipping ruler thing on the wall there as well. And that is the last thing that I have to show you. That was my office / craft room tour of October 2021. It is still a little bit all over the place. It's not super neat. It's never super neat unless I get like a brand new storage system, and then everything becomes super organised. I'm not going to leave links in the description. Sometimes I have in the past, but a lot of this stuff I don't think is available anymore. Like, it's not linkable. So I'm not going to do that this time. I will leave links though to previous desk tour, office tour videos, so if you want to see how like my office has changed over the years, then feel free to go and have a nosy. But yeah, a lot of the stuff hasn't changed furniture wise, so there's links and stuff in those videos if you really want it. But if there is anything that you did see and I didn't mention where it's from, feel free to leave a comment and kind of describe it the best you can, and I'll get back to you and let you know where it's from. But yeah, that is it. That's my office. I'm looking forward to working in here again. I don't know why, it just gives me a buzz. Like, I just want to work in this space because it's nice and new and change and yay. That's just how my brain works. I definitely know I'm not alone with that like brainwave of needing newness and change to feel like I can do stuff. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're a patron, your name will be on the screen now. If you're not a patron and you want to become a patron, I will have a link to it below. I have exclusive videos over there. I've got digital downloads so you can download printable collage sheets to use in your journals and stuff, and you can also get a discount for my shop and early access to my YouTube videos. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to go and check it out. Yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I'll see you in my next video.